Hello friends. Hello. Hello friends. How are you? Fine. Okay. This is Professor Eslal, Professor of Mathematics and Computing in the Department of Science and Technology in the Faculty of Education and Methodology of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Friends, today, as per our previous announcement, I am again before you. I am again with you to make a little bit, to guide a little bit, to interact a little bit. Yes, Gitu, how are you? Fine? Yes. My daughter is washing me. I am feeling very happy. Yes. So, as per our previous decided schedule, I am going to discuss about binomial theorem for any index. Perhaps you have seen my yesterday video, my yesterday live session in which I was talking to you about binomial theorem for positive integral index. In today's session, I am going to interact about binomial theorem for any rational index. And those students who are preparing for IIT JEE examination or those who are pursuing 11th with mathematics are well known about the importance of this topic, because as I discussed in the previous lecture that this theorem, this concept of binomial theorem plays a very practical and vital role in the different segment of engineering, especially when you proceed to solve the numerical problems of gravitation, when you proceed to solve the numerical problems of moment of inertia and other context, whether you are going to use the power as radical and you are taking any expansion. So I would like to make this session one of the best and more interesting by giving you a practical example. If someone is asking you that what is the value of a plus b whole square, then you reply that its value is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, it's very simple for you. But if someone is asking you that what is the value of a plus b whole to the power half, how it will be expanded? What is the value of a plus b whole to the power 3 by 2? What is the value of a plus b whole to the power 11 by 15? What is the value of means how a plus b whole to the power minus 15 by 7 will be expanded. These are some practical problems that they need some specific treatment, and the solution of these problems are based on the concept of binomial theorem for any rational index. You know well. If you don't know, then you should note that what is rational. Rational means any number of the form p by q, where q is not equal to 0, p and q are integers, and p and q are co-prime to each other. Means if three conditions are satisfied, then a number is said to be a rational number. So again there is a scope of investigation, because still we are unable to find the expansion of a plus b whole to the power root 3 by 2. It is not possible to find the expansion of a plus b whole to the power root 3 by 2, because root 3 by 2 is not a rational index, it is an irrational. So students, you should start writing the statement of binomial theorem for any index. If n be any rational, positive or negative, if n be any rational, small n, if n be any rational, positive or negative, then 1 whole to the power n is equal to 1 plus n into x plus n into n minus 1 divided by factorial 2 x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by factorial 3 x cube plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 divided by factorial 4 into x to the power 4 up to infinity. But here, as I told you, n is a rational, and is there any condition for x? Here we have taken 1 plus x whole to the power n. Yes, please note, the magnitude value of x should be less than 1. The magnitude value of x means positive value of x should be less than 1. Now I am giving you an example. Please note down. 1.05 whole to the power 1 by 6. 1.05 whole to the power 1 by 6. We have to find the value of this term, the value of this mathematical digit. How this will be evaluated? This will be evaluated just with the help of binomial theorem for any rational index. How? You can write it as 1 plus 0.5 whole to the power 1 by 6. Then here x is what? X is 0.5, and n is what? 1 by 6. You put these two results in your given formula, then it will be very much easy for you to find The value of the given problem 1.05 whole to the power 1 by 6. In the like manner, it is possible for you to, yes Haridayal, how are you? Fine Haridayal ji. Ashish ji, how are you? Dhananjay Tiwari ji, Prabhat Kumari ji, Jerry Watson, how are you? I am not recognizing you. Perhaps you are not from India. Okay. So now if I say you that what is the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n, what is the expansion of 1 minus x whole to the power n, means someone is going to ask you that expand 1 minus x whole to the power minus 11 by 5. 1 minus x minus 11 by 5. In this case, what you should do? What you should do in this case? You should apply the same formula. You should apply the same formula of binomial theorem for any index by substituting minus x in the place of x and minus 11 by 5 minus 5 by 11 on the place of n. So friends and students, I hope that you have understand a little bit that how it is possible to expand a binomial when the power is a rational index, whether it is positive or whether it is a negative. Now let us discuss something about exponential series. Exponential series and logarithmic series. These two give birth to two different series which play a very vital role in the different segment of your mathematics and computing. So I am talking about exponential series. E to the power x, as you know well, e to the power x is equal to 1 plus x to the power 1 by factorial 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus, yes Sarvar Chandra ji, how are you? Fine. I am talking about e to the power x is equal to 1 plus x to the power 1 by factorial 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus x cube by factorial 3 plus x4 by factorial 4 plus x5 by factorial 5 up to infinity. Take it as equation 1. Take this exponential series as equation 1. I request everybody that kindly write your comment also, whether you are listening me, you are understanding, you are following me or not. If you have any problem, please write your comment. I am waiting for your comment. Yeah, thank you Sarvar Chandra ji for your loving comment. So I told you that consider e to the power x is equal to 1 plus x to the power 1 by factorial 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus x cube by factorial 3 plus x up to infinity as equation 1. Now substitute this x by minus x. In that circumstance, what result you will be finding here? You will be finding e to the power minus x is equal to 1 minus x plus x square by factorial 2 minus x cube by factorial 3 plus x4 by factorial 4, means all the odd powers bearing terms will be negative and all the even power bearing terms will be positive, and the series will be also tending to the infinity. Take it as equation 2. Now you can ask that, sir, why you are doing all these things? What is the application of these two results? Whether this series e to the power x or e to the power minus x is not enough? No, I am just telling you that with the help of these two equations, we are going to get a very fantastic result. Add equation 1 and equation 2. You will find that e to the power x plus e to the power minus x in the LHS, and in the right hand side plus x and minus x will be cancelled, plus x cube and minus x cube will be cancelled, means all odd terms will be cancelled after adding these two equations. Then it will be finally e to the power x plus e to the power minus x is equal to 2 into 2, take as a common, 1 plus x square by factorial 2 x to the power 4 by factorial 4 up to infinity. So e to the power x plus e to the power minus x divided by 2 is equal to 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus x4 by 4 factorial 4 up to infinity. This is equation 3. With the help of this equation 3, it is possible to solve a bundle of numerical problems that are coming from the different corner of mathematics. Whether it is mathematics of UG level, whether it is mathematics of PG level, UG means for your graduation level, whether it is mathematics of your any competitive examination, this result e to the power x plus e to the power minus x divided by 2 plays very vital role. By substituting any value of x, you can get choice based result. For example, if you put x is equal to 1 in this equation, then you will be finding e to the power 1 plus e to the power minus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1 by factorial 2, 1 by factorial 4, and so and so. If you put x is equal to minus 2, then the result will be different. So this result bears a bundle of results. And for your kind information, this result takes you in atomic physics, in molecular chemistry, in the different aspect of differential equations and calculus, and even numerical computation and stats. In case of kurtosis and skewness, you can utilize this exponential series in composite form. I hope you are enjoying this discussion. Logarithmic series. To discuss first of all, to discuss logarithmic, before discussing the logarithmic series, I would like to discuss with you about some logarithmic functions. Logarithmic functions means power should always be a variable. A to the power x, b to the power x, c to the power x means constant to the power variable, or variable to the power variable, x to the power x, y to the power x, z to the power y. Power is always a variable. Whether it is variable to the power variable or constant to the power variable, it is different matter, but power is always a variable. So I am not going in detail, because in your differential calculus or in your integral calculus or in your different graphs and different functions, it is necessary for you to understand that what is logarithmic function and what is the nature of the graph and what type of result a logarithmic function gives you. Since I have already delivered in detail in my previous discussion about mapping and function, so I am not going to discuss in detail about that. I am just giving you hint that you should check that are you able to find the graph of logarithmic functions? Are you able to correlate your logarithmic function with other functions or not, if you are preparing for any engineering competitive examinations? Here in Jyoti Vidyapeeth, whenever we start engineering mathematics, we firstly introduce our girls, our students, about the different forms of functions, applications of logarithmic functions and their treatment with other functions. I advise you all that please try to understand in detail about the application of logarithmic functions. So please note that what is the expansion of log 1 plus x? Log 1 plus x is equal to x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3, no factorial, plus minus x4 by factorial, x4 by 4 up to infinity, where modulus of x is less than 1 and log 1 minus x is what? Each and every term after the expansion will be negative, as minus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 minus x4 by 4 and so on. This is the expansion of log 1 minus x. Now, as we applied the composite form of two exponential functions by adding them or by subtracting them, in the like manner you can use the same here also as log 1 plus x plus log 1 minus x. Then you can get a result. Again log 1 plus x minus log 1 minus x. You can get a result. And for your kind information, you know log m plus log n is equal to log m into n. So log 1 plus x into log 1 minus x is equal to log 1 plus x into 1 minus x, that is log 1 minus x square. See the change. Log 1 plus x plus log 1 minus x is equal to log 1 minus x square. Similarly, you know by the rules of logarithm, there is a separate chapter logarithm in your trigonometry, and you should try to go through that chapter logarithm and rules for logarithm. There was a multiplication rule, as I stated, log m into n, then log m by n means m divided by n is equal to log m minus log n, means division is converted into subtraction when logarithm is applied. So I am talking about if log 1 plus x minus log 1 minus x, then it can give you log 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x. This is another transformation with the help of logarithm. So friends, binomial theorem for any index is not a very big chapter, but it hides so many important results in its belly, in its heart. And a student should extract, a student should take out something from this chapter and they should utilize, because when you start limit chapter in 11th, 12th or in 11th, first of all, this chapter is applicable there. If you apply your any expensive result in gravitation, then you can take help of this result. And in different infinite series in real analysis problem, it becomes necessary for us to utilize these results. So, students, I hope we have reached at a point where we can say that yes, we have listened, or we can say something about binomial theorem for any index. This is the end of algebra of 11th, or you can say algebra of IIT JEE. or any engineering competitive examination. Tomorrow, hello Rajesh ji, how are you? Fine. Tomorrow in this live session at 9 p.m., 9:10 p.m. I am going to discuss about coordinate geometry. That is very much important. That is very, very important for IIT JEE examination or even for engineering study, because in the beginning I have discussed with you that there is very good importance of triple C, 3C, C plus C plus C. First C means complex number, that is part of algebra. Second C, coordinate geometry, that I have planned to start from tomorrow. And the third C and the last C, that is the calculus. Calculus means differential calculus and integral calculus. Friends, this exercise is for those students who are under lockdown. They are in the villages, they are in their home, they are unable to contact with their teachers. They are facing so many problems. So our attempt is to just try to support mentally, through academic, so that they can continue their study and they can revise their topic every day. Though you know well that just by oral discussion it is not very possible to sort out the numerical problems of mathematics for any competitive or any examinations. But this may be a base for you to understand the corollary, to understand the theories, to understand the basics. And then you should contact to your textbook, your reference books, as per your approach, as per your ability. You should search so many PDFs available related to the topic, binomial theorem for any index or whatever topic we are discussing. You can access easily and you can prepare a notes. And I every day suggest you, I am suggesting today also, that whenever you are participating in this live session, you should have some papers in your hand and pen, even a book also of mathematics. You are free to ask any question. Here I will try to resolve that. Thank you very much for listening me. Thanks. Tomorrow again at 9:10 p.m. Shubh Ratri. Good night. Thank you.